welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, I'm Patrick and I love bullet journaling, art and calligraphy. And in this video we're about to create the bullet journal spreads for the month of May. As you probably already see in the background here, the theme for this month is Eurovision, because I'm going to the Eurovision Song Contest this year in Vienna. I will tell you a little more about that in the voiceover. And before we start with that, I would like to tell you something that happened not too long ago, because you will probably see it when I show you the top-down camera. Because a couple of days ago I proposed to my girlfriend and she said yes, so we are engaged now. I can show you my ring. Yes, I do have an engagement ring as well, because I really wanted to have both of us wearing an engagement ring. And I will also show you a little sneak peek of how the engagement rings both look like. I think they turned out really beautifully and I'm really enjoying how they look like together and how they really fit our fingers. And I'm very happy to be engaged now and to start with wedding planning and everything. However, that's another topic. We're here for our May Plan With Me, and I would say we jump right into it. Hello again from VoiceOver Me. As I already mentioned, this month is Eurovision themed, since I'm going to Vienna to be at both semi-finals and the final of the Eurovision Song Contest 2026. For that, I was trying to mimic the layered waves they are using as their design this year. And for that, I'm using both Tombow Dual brush pens in colors 603, 623, 723 and 553, as well as colored pencils in violet, lavender, rose and light blue from Jolly to create this 3D effect of lighter and darker areas. I wrote May 2026 in the signature font of the ESC, which is called Singing Suns, and on the left, instead of a quote, I wrote the theme of Eurovision, united by music, the way they write it this year, in this new font. For the waves, I start with the Tombow Dual brush pens and combine the purples, lavenders, pinks and blues to create lighter and darker areas in the waves, so it looks like a shadow of one of the wave that falls onto the one underneath. Next up is the monthly overview. For that, I create floating boxes of size 4x4 with round edges and use all 4 Tombow Dual brush pens for them. I write May 2026 above and add waves to both sides of the spread. For my habit tracking, I add 3 dots on the bottom of each box to represent my 3 habits I always like to track: doing sport, drinking enough water, and reading. I started with drawing those circles in black, but I thought that they would blend in more when they are the same color as the outlines of the box. Therefore, I used whiteout over the black circles and redrew them in the corresponding colors. last spread I'm going to create for the May bullet journal setup is the weekly spread. Here, I got inspired by the list of participants with those rounded rows where the number stands on the left, followed by the Eurovision heart and the country afterwards. And that's what I did for every day of the 2-page weekly spread. Alternating the colors, I created those rows with enough space on the left of the Eurovision heart to write the dates there, and I colored in the right part of the row in the corresponding color. To have the heart pop out even more in contrast to the row, I used my colored pencils to create this shadow effect on the right side. And that's it for the May Plan with me. As always, we finish up with a little flip through of all the spreads, and with that I pass over to real me again. Alright, the bullet journal spreads for the month of May have been created. They turned out really nice. At the beginning I wasn't sure whether it's going to work out the way that I imagined it in my head. However, I think it works quite fine that way. I'm really excited for the upcoming month. I'm very looking forward to the Eurovision Song Contest. I will definitely do some vlogging and will bring you along with me, so you will see a couple of bits and pieces from me being at the Eurovision Song Contest. And yeah, without further ado, I would say we've come to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you are interested in more bullet journal, art and calligraphy content, then please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like. And with that, I wish you all the best, and we will see each other in my next video. Bye!